Hey, Juan here. Welcome to this WordPress tutorial for beginners where I'm going to walk you through step by step how to set up a WordPress website and how to navigate through all the different buttons and features that it comes with. So the first thing that you're going to need here is a domain. Okay, so you need to purchase a website domain that is going to be suited for you and your business, or if you're looking to set up a website for maybe a blog, whatever that may be, you need to purchase a domain. It's going to cost you anywhere between $8 to $10. I highly recommend that you get a .com type of domain. And then the next thing you're going to need is hosting. So this is essentially where you are hosting your domain. So you have your domain, which is yourwebsite.com, and then it needs to get hosted on a server so that when somebody goes and types in that domain on their browser, you're actually going to be able to pull up because your site's hosted on a server. So the next thing you're going to need is a SSL certificate. So this is essentially up here how you see it is with a lock and it has the HTTPS. That's what the SSL certificate is. It provides security on your website and it allows users to come in there and feel safe and secure, and it's an extra layer of protection because if you do not have HTTPS or you don't have an SSL certificate, what's going to happen is it's just going to be up here HTTP and it's going to say not secure. So not something that I would recommend. I highly recommend that you set that up with an SSL certificate. I believe it's $9 a year, very inexpensive. And I'm going to leave some links down at the bottom of this video where you can purchase a domain, hosting, and SSL certificate through Namecheap. Very, very inexpensive. And so obviously number 4, you're going to need WordPress, which is the #1 CMS, which is content management system out there in the market. Super simple, super easy to set up and navigate through. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to set everything up, how to use all the different features and functions. And then finally, number 5, we have the plugins. So the plugins are essentially an extra added component to the WordPress platform where you can download different plugins and essentially unlock different features, different functionalities, different types of themes, templates, and I'm going to walk you through all that here shortly. First thing you want to do is you want to go to Namecheap here and you want to look for a domain. So let's say I'm starting a roofing company, so let's go roofingbros.com. Let's see if this domain here is available. Okay, so looks like it is not. So let's say we are roofingbros.com. So $8.88. So we add to cart. Now I'm not going to go ahead and purchase this because I already have a domain that we're going to use, but it's essentially you add to cart and then you can go ahead and purchase that through PayPal or through your credit card, and then it'll automatically get added to your list of domains. Where you would go to then purchase some hosting after you get a domain is here. So you'd go to hosting, shared hosting, and I like either one of these here. And you have your yearly cost, which is very inexpensive. I mean, $15.44. And then you want to go at monthly, $2.88. Honestly, I like this one here just to kind of give me the extra bandwidth there, the extra power. So I would recommend this one here in the middle. I would go to get started. And then you can choose to purchase on a per year basis, or you can choose to purchase it on a monthly basis. Very, very inexpensive. And then once you purchase the hosting, you got your domain, then you're going to get an email from Namecheap with the name servers that you're going to need, and then also your cPanel login. It's super easy to update your name servers through Namecheap. Let me show you. So we're going to use 10extraclients.com. This is a domain here that I got, and we're going to use this as our sample site. And let's say you purchased hosting through Namecheap. So literally all you would do is go here, okay, you'd go to your domain list and you would pop up here with the actual domain that you purchased, and then you would go down here to name servers and you would literally select Namecheap web hosting, and then boom, you are done. Your domain is set up with your hosting and you are ready to go. Now the next thing that we're going to do is go ahead and install WordPress. So when you sign up for hosting through Namecheap, you're going to get an email with cPanel login information. And you're going to be able to go ahead and log into your cPanel here and essentially install WordPress here, okay? So we would go here and we would click on WordPress down here at the scripts, and then we would go to the custom install, and then we would go to choose domain, and this domain should pop up here with the exact one that you purchased. And then you'd go down and set up your site name, let's say your business here, and then you set up your admin information here with your actual username, your password. This is really cool here because you can actually get one created for you, and you can hide it there, so you can just have a password that you don't have to make up on your own. And really that's it there. So I would go down here and then I would go to install, and then select here what email you want the install information to get sent to, okay? So that's essentially how simple it is. And then you'd go to install, and then WordPress would be installed there. I want to walk you through the different things that I would do to set this up so that it's set up properly for SEO, that it's set up properly so that I have the right kind of pages and the right kind of structure. So let me go down here. We're going to go to settings first. We're going to go to permalinks. So one of the first things you're going to notice is when you go to the settings and permalinks on a WordPress website, it's going to have day and name here, okay? Now this is your URL structure. Now it's really important that you set this up properly, because if not, you're going to get posts or even pages that have the date, right? And then they have the post title. Now, you don't want this. There's no reason why whatsoever. It's not doing anything for SEO. We want to make sure that we just have the post title. And we would go down here and go to post name and go to save changes. So now, anytime we're making a post, we have the post name there set up properly, and we don't have a date. Okay, so we're going to go to general, and we're going to set this up. So let's say this is for a yoga business. I'm just kind of thinking off the top of my head here. And I'm in the Seattle area, so I would put Seattle yoga studios or studio. And I would put maybe a brand name, put 10x yoga, and then right here, #1 yoga studio in Seattle. Okay, nice and simple like this. We may set this up to be a different website, but for now I'm just kind of going with the yoga, and if we want to change that, we can at a later time. So go to writing here just to make sure everything looks good. Once we set up the pages, we're going to want to set a static page, but not right now. Discussions. This is where if you're coming in here and you want to have some really strict kind of moderations and things that are going on when people are actually leaving comments, you can mess with that here, but honestly, it's best just to leave this how it is. When we go to media down here, this is essentially kind of what the media is kind of set up as far as the standard. But if you want to change this, you can. I wouldn't mess with any of this. The only thing I would mess with here is the permalinks. Down here in the privacy, you can also leave this alone. Don't need to change this as well. And so now if we want to actually go and mess with the widgets, this is where things are on the side. So let's say you wanted to have a sidebar. This is where you would set up different posts, different categories, different types of things that you would want to set up on the side. And here's a different available widgets that you can use. I mean, you can have custom code. Let's say you have a blog, you want to put recent posts, you want to have a search bar there, you want to have like custom code through a text, calendar, custom HTML, an image, whatever that may be, right? If you want to add that in there. So you have the posts here where this is if you want to start like a blog and you want to set up some posts. I mentioned the categories and tags. You don't want to get these to be indexed in Google because it could lead to duplicate content. So I would just set up a post in here, okay, and I would write a different post, As you can see, I already have posts in here from a different example that I was working on, but it's important that you have the post set up here properly. I'm actually going to go ahead and delete all these because we do not need them. Okay, and media, this is where you're going to be able to upload different images, different stock photos that you're able to get. Let me go ahead and show you then the next thing that we would do, and I would want to add a theme. So let's go to appearance here. Alright, so now we're going to install a theme here, which is the Experon. Now instead of making this into a yoga website, we're going to make this into a marketing agency. So we have this here. We're going to go back down to the settings. Okay, and we're going to call this Seattle Marketing Agency, or Social Media Marketing Agency. And then we can put our brand name, 10x your clients, #1 digital marketing company in Seattle. Make this nice and simple and easy for us. So now let's take a look at the website here. Okay, this is essentially what it's showing. It has different sliders here that we can implement. All right, so now we're going to go to the actual theme options here, and we're going to be able to set up the theme here exactly how we want this to look. So up here, this is the header. So if we look at the theme options, the header is up here, and we can change this to on or off. Okay, and then if we want to actually have a search bar up there, we can turn it to on or off. Okay, and so there's a lot of different things that we can do here just based off of the theme settings. Here's the general settings. We want to add a logo, and so here's some custom code you can also set up. Let's see here, the homepage feature. So this is if we want to have some additional content here, but the real simple way to be able to update this is go to homepage here, and if you want to have different slider images, right, easily set that up here, and you can come down here and see how this will look on a tablet and on a cell phone. Okay, so you can easily just go in here and change all the different features here with the blog, the actual footer, which is down here at the very bottom. Okay, right in here. I'm going to show you how to update all that. Let's say we wanted to add like some pages for about us, and then services. So let's go about us. So let's take a look at how this is going to look. See, it's nice and simple here, super simple here. Okay, so we can put it in here, hey, welcome, or we are a digital marketing company based out of Seattle, and we can go to updates, see how this looks now, go to preview changes, right? Nice and simple here. And if we want to add some images in here, all we got to do is go to add media, and then upload some files. Let's say we wanted to just add this image here. I just want to show you guys here, and we want to go medium, that's fine, and just show you how this would look. So let's go to preview. Okay, there we go. So I would essentially set this up so that it looks actually a lot better than this. And so let's say this was a picture of you. You could put CEO, Juan Galvin, CEO, 10x your clients, right? And see how this looks. So it's very simple, very easy to set this up here. There we go, boom, right? Nice and simple there. Now, if you want to go and create a logo, I highly recommend you go to Canva and you create it for free. I mean, they have a lot of different templates that you can use for free, and can easily create a logo nice and simple. So we have the About Us there. Now we're going to go and create another page, which is our services. I'm going to go to Publish, and this is essentially where you would lay out your services. Let's say you do, Facebook marketing, and then if you wanted to get, an image for Facebook marketing, and then, so let's go Facebook Facebook marketing image. So okay, so we could just open this in a new tab and then download this image. Okay, great. And then go back over here. Okay, add media, upload files, drag right there. Okay, nice and simple. So we provide Facebook marketing. Again, this is just giving you a quick overview of how to set up a WordPress website, how easy it is to navigate, and the different types of plugins that we're going to go over here in a second as well. So there you go. If you even want to make this a little bit larger and even move this around, you can move it around. But let's make it a little bit larger here, and we'll go to full size and go to update, see how this looks. Go to preview. Okay, so there you go. It looks a little bit bigger. And so that's essentially how you're going to set up all of your different pages. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is update the theme here. We're going to go to themes. We're going to go to add new, and we're going to look for one that's called Astra Themes here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and install this. All right, so we're going to go ahead and activate this here. And then we're going to go to plugins now, and we're going to type in for a new plugin here, Astra Starter Sites. Let's go to activate, and this is going to give us a bunch of different sites that we can use as far as templates. So the next thing we want to do is go to pages, and we want to completely delete all of these here. We don't need them, so we'll go to move to trash, we'll go to apply. Okay, great, we're good to go. All right, so now we're going to go to appearance, and we're going to go to Astra Sites. Okay, and we're going to select Elementor here, and this is actually going to give us a bunch of different type of sites that we can actually use for free. Some of these here that say agency are going to cost money, but if we want to build a nice and simple website here really for free, then this is essentially what we want to use. Let's say we wanted to set up a growth marketing type of agency. Maybe this is like a natural type of website. This is like a business website here. Let's go ahead and even set this one up here. Let's go to details and preview. Okay, great. This is like for a local plumber. So let's go ahead and install plugins here. Set all this up, and it's going to automatically install all of these plugins. So all of these are set up, and then should import everything we need. So let's go ahead and import this site. Okay, great. All right, so now let's go to done, view site. All right, and this is essentially how our site looks like. Essentially an entire website created here without us having to do anything. We literally clicked a few buttons here, and now we have a ready-made site for a local business. All right, so now we're going to take a look at the different pages here that are automatically created for us. We have an About Us page here. We have a services page here. We can go down here, look at all the images that are all set up, ready to go. Let's go over here to testimonials. Okay, great. And then even got a blog set up here. Let's go to contact. So we should have a specific plugin for this as well. And then we have a map here. So this is just a super simple way to be able to create a website for a local business, or if you want to set up a website for like a blog, you can do that as well. All right, so now let's go back here to the home page, and where we can actually update our website name here. So since this is a plumbing website, let's go ahead and keep it that way. Just go to customize here. All right, so we're going to want to go here to the layout. We want to go to the header up here. We want to go to site identity. Okay, so these are the logos here, and then we can change this to, let's say we wanted to do this for a Seattle actual company here. So Seattle Plumbing Experts. Okay, so that's how it look. We'll go number 1 roofing experts, roofing contractor in Seattle. Okay, great. And so we go to publish. So now I want to show you essentially how the menus are set up, okay? So this is essentially how you set up the menu. So everything here is already set up for us because we have the actual home, about, services, testimonials page all up there. So let's say that you wanted to add another link or maybe another page in here. You'd go in here to look for view all, okay? Or if you wanted to go and actually just have a link in here, let's go down here, let's go to custom links. And let's say we wanted to have portfolio, okay? And you wanted to add that in here, and then you have the link here, portfolio. Let's go to website.com. This is just an example here, but more than likely, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be creating a page, right, of your portfolio, and then it would be able to show up in here, and you can add it that way. But I'm just kind of showing you here how to add this to the menu, and then so there's different menu locations, okay? So I guess this is fine right here, yes. So you're gonna have also areas in the footer as well. So down here, I would maybe have a footer menu of maybe a call to action, maybe like your terms of service, privacy policy that you can include in there as well. And that would be down here, okay? And that would be good for, as I mentioned, adding that terms of service, privacy policy, maybe a phone number down here as well. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and edit the homepage here with the Elementor tool. Now this is the tool that we're gonna use to essentially update the website here in the different areas and text. So here we can put looking for a plumber in Seattle. So perfect right there. We can change this to H1, H2. Obviously H1 there because we want to make sure that it's actually the very first one there. And H1 is going to be the heading one, which is great for SEO. So we want to make sure we have our keywords in here and also our actual call to action. So when somebody lands on this website, they know that, you know, we're an actual plumbing company and we're talking to them and asking them, hey, are you looking for a plumber in Seattle? Obviously they're going to say yes because that's what they're looking for. So right here, plumbing solutions, we can put Seattle plumbing experts. And that's how simple this is here. We literally click and update the content there. This right here is perfect as well because for people that want to get a quote right away, they can submit their information there. We can update a phone number in here. We want to change that. Down here, about us, we wanted to change anything in here as well. Now, this is such a simple process here. As I mentioned, literally you're just clicking and you're updating the actual text, right, to whatever you want it to be, changing your phone number here. Now, let's say you wanted to go and get some of your own images, okay? So we would go over here to the pexels.com and we can literally find free images in here that we can use for our websites. Let's say we wanted to find plumber, see what we can pull up in here. Okay, so they don't really have very much plumbing images in here. Let's see, let's even go to homeowner. Okay, so this one isn't a good website here to find for plumbing, but you can see here this website is really for looking for different images that you can use. For whatever reason, this one doesn't have a lot of plumbing ones. There's another one here called Pixabay. Let's see if we can pull one up here. Okay, yeah, so this one has a lot more pictures that we can use, and these are all free. So if we wanted to use maybe this one here, or this one, that's more of an outside, but you get the idea, right? The gist here is to come in here and look at different images that you can use. If you want to purchase images, and when we go back over here, you can actually go down here, and these are all through Adobe, or you can actually go to, I believe it's Shutterstock as well. that you can buy images in here. And let's say you're looking for plumbing. Okay, let's go to search. So you can essentially come in here also and purchase different plumbing images. These are going to cost, I believe it's about $3 to $5. Let's see how much this one is here. Okay, so it's not showing the price, but typically these can be anywhere between $3 to $5 per image. They are great if you're looking to get some really unique photos. All right, so let's go back now to the homepage here. And really this tool here for the Elementor is really a drag and drop type of setup. I mean, it's super simple. You can literally click on different things, and what you're really doing is you're dragging elements up or down. So let's say we let's go to content here, let's go to text editor, and so let's say we wanted to come down here and we wanted to update this here. Okay, services, we can put our services. Okay, so it's really up to you how you want to use this, and everything can be dragged and dropped. So if I want to drag this over here, okay, if I want to take this and drag it over here, right, it's that simple. Drag it over here, right? It's very easy for us to be able to move things around. This is the kind of the spacing here you can see there. This is if you want different type of alignment. Let's go to style over here. This is where if you want to have like a solid line there under here, you want it to be double or dotted, right? So I recommend you come in here and really play around with this because it's super easy, drag and drop. It's a free tool and you'll be ready to go within minutes. Now I want to go down here and show you that automatically when you update your page, it's going to have it down here. So this is perfect because it has a copyright 2019 and then what you're actually looking to rank for, the keywords, and then powered by Seattle Plumbing Expert. So this is fantastic here. Again, this is the tool here that you're going to be able to drag different elements to different places really nice and easily there. And then you can go ahead and update these factors. So you see there's 2 columns here, so you could drag 2 different elements into there. So highly recommend you come in here and play with this. It's super simple, super easy. All right, if you want to add your contact form there for the contact page, I'll show you how to set that up as well. So contact 7. Okay, contact form 7. And what this is going to do is give us a piece of code that I'll show you where we would set that up on. Okay, so this is good here. Let's go to pages, and then we would set up contact now or contact us. Let's put contact there. We go to publish. Okay, so now we go back over here. We go to settings, and then this code right here. Okay, we copy that. And then we go like this, and we go to update. Let's go to preview changes. Okay, and there we have our contact form. It looks super nice, nice color scheme there. I mean, I think it looks fantastic. Another thing that you can do for your website is making sure you always have a privacy policy in the terms of service. So let's go auto terms, or let's go to add new. Auto terms. Okay, so I believe it's this one here. So this will automatically create a terms of service and privacy policy page. All you got to do is fill out some information and it'll spit out these 2 pages for you. All right, so let's go up here now. Let's go to WP Auto Terms, and then we want to add legal pages. Okay, and this is essentially how we can set this up super easy. So let's say we wanted to create a privacy policy. We go create here. Okay, and you literally answer these questions. Your country, you know, can your users, can users create an account on your website? Yes or no? Answer those questions and it'll automatically pop this out. So let's even go through this here. Okay, the US, Washington, no. Name and first and last name, and then email address, telephone number, no. We go to create. And now we have a privacy policy page that's created for us within a matter of seconds. So now this page is corrected. And so let me show you how I would set this up for the footer. So the privacy policy and the terms of service, I recommend you both have those set up, and that we set them up at the very bottom of the website. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go to menus. And if you don't have a footer menu, I recommend you create one. So this is the footer here, and we want to make sure that we have the privacy policy and the terms of service in here. For this one, we're just going to add the privacy policy because that's all we created. So that's set up there. So let's go to save menu. We want to make sure we have the primary footer down here, footer menu. Okay, and so now we can see down here, we got a privacy policy link right there and link right there. So it looks to me like this particular theme is very unique, and we don't even need to add this down here. So because it's adding it already by itself. So let's even delete this here. A lot of themes out there require you to come in here and add in the actual footer links manually, but for this one, for some reason, seems to be not needing. So it's right here, it's automatically added. So we can either have it down here or have it right there, both places, however you want to set that up. All right, so now I'm going to go to the plugin section here, and I'm going to download the SEO Yoast plugin. This is one of the best plugins here for optimizing the website here. Highly recommend when you're setting up a WordPress website that you have Yoast installed, and I'm going to show you here how to set this up and how to make sure it's installed properly. All right, once we install Yoast, we're going to go down here to where this Yoast setup here is, and we're going to go to general. We're going to actually go to search appearance, okay, and we're going to go to taxonomies, and this is where we're going to set this up properly here, so we don't have duplicate content, duplicate categories, or posts that may actually interfere with our SEO and actually give us negative type of rankings because having duplicate content, which Google does not like. So categories, we want to make sure that these are not going to be indexed. We're going to go down here with tags as well. We're going to go no. Category should be fine. We're going to go save changes. And then we're going to go to archives here. We're going to disable. We're going to go to save changes here. Now you can either change your heading here, or I like to do it within the SEO Yoast plugin. So let me go ahead and show you. We go to dashboard here, okay, and we go down here because we want to set that page right to be the home page. So we're going to go down here to, I believe it's reading. Okay, yep. So we got the static page here, home. Okay, great. And then we want to go to the actual pages. So right here. Okay, front page, go to edit. Okay, so it says home, right? That's not what we want. We want this to be set up properly. So we can leave that home right there, but this is where we're going to update the actual SEO here. So let's change this to Seattle plumbing experts. And then down here, we could put, so let's put our brand here, right? It's good to have your brand after you put in your keywords. It's important with SEO that you realize that everything that Google reads is from left to right. So the more we have our keywords here at the very beginning, the easier it is for Google to pick up our site and to know what exactly the site is about, right? Because we want to be able to show up on Google when people are searching for Seattle plumbing, okay? So let's say we were plumbing or plumbing pros. Pros are us. Just a nice simple name there, right? And then down here, this is the meta description. So this is a little piece of code or content, I guess we can call, that is under the heading right in here that kind of gives a call to action or lets the user that is searching for a plumber know what your site is about and how you can help them. So we are a 10-year-old plumbing contractor that Works will take care of your plumbing needs within 20. Well, because I know most plumbers work 24 hours, we'll take care of your plumbing needs at any time of the day. Give us a call for a free estimate. Something like that, right? And then put your number here. This is just a made up number, so don't call that number there. So this is essentially how we want to set this up, right? We want to have the keywords up here, what we're looking to rank for, and then also our branding at the end, because Google doesn't really care what your brand name is. What they care about is keyword relevance and what people are searching for, so that you can show up at the top based off of those keywords that you have in your title and also down here. So we have plumbing contractor here. We can even put Seattle just to give a little bit more relevance there. Okay, and so that's how I would set this up. And then we would go to update. Okay, great. All right, so we're good there. Let's go to visit site. Okay, fantastic. We can see up here what the title is: Seattle Plumbing Experts, Plumbing Pros Are Us. And if you even wanted to see kind of a little bit more advanced way to look at our title here. So this is a tool by Moz. It lets us know what our page title is in our meta description. So we are 10-year-old Seattle plumbing contractor, right? This is that little piece of code or content under our actual page title. We don't have any meta keywords, which are not really important. And then we have H1, Seattle Plumbing Experts. This is really, really good. Hey guys, Juan here, and in this video, I'm going to go over on-page SEO tutorial. So I'm going to walk you step by step how to have the right kind of optimization for the SEO on your pages for any kind of post or any kind of pages that you have set up. For this one here, I'm going to set it up for a local business for, let's say, it's going to be a dentist that wants to set up a page to promote dental implants. So I'm going to show you kind of how to set this up from A to Z here. So let's go first to go to pages here. Okay, and then we're going to add in page, and let's take a look at kind of some keywords here that people would be typing in for implants. So I'm in the Seattle area. Let's type in dental implants in Seattle. Okay, what are people typing in here? Dental implants. Let's go like this. Let's go implant Seattle. There you go, perfect. So this is a good keyword here, Seattle dental implant, 210 monthly searches. Great. So this is going to be our keyword here. And when I say keyword, a keyword can be a number of words, but it's going to be one keyword because this is a term, right? So let's go back over here, and we want to have our keyword be the actual Seattle dentist. So I would put Seattle dental implant, excuse me. So I would put Seattle dental implants here, dental implant. Because remember, we want to make this nice and compelling. So Seattle dental implants. Let's go. Let's see if we can take some ideas here from people. We can put here the most affordable implants. We put most affordable. Let me see here. Most affordable, or we can even put I just want to give you most affordable dental implants. in Seattle. Perfect. Okay. So this is our title here. Okay. I'm trying to also see if we can have, if there's another kind of related term to this, because it's not the best idea to always have the keywords in here twice. How about this? Let's do this. Most affordable dental implants in Seattle. Boom. I think that even would be the best, because in here, you could literally just remove all that and put Seattle dental implants. So you have, this is going to be the best kind of setup here, because you have this title here that's compelling. You have keywords in here, dental implants in Seattle, Seattle dental implants, right? So variations. And this is the main keyword you want to go after, but you have them in here already. So that's going to be a good one there. So then we want to have our H1, H2, and H3. So I'm just going to kind of give you an example here of how we would set this up. So I'm going to look for some content here. So one of these guys has, how much do implants cost? I'm sure these guys have. So let's say we wanted to create this here and add in, okay, how much do dental implants cost? Let's use H1 for this. Okay. So let's say this particular post here is going to be, it's a page. And actually pages tend to rank longer. So I would recommend, even if you're doing a post or a blog post or whatever, you use pages, because they actually rank longer. But in this kind of scenario here, we're going to set up this post here as far as the blog content. And we're going to be educating folks, and then we're going to have a call to action. So how much do implants, how much are dental implants? And we're going to have some messaging here. Okay, let's go. Boom. Let's copy this. Remember, I'm just giving you an example here. So paragraph. Okay. Let's say we wanted to have an H2, our dental implants painful. Right. So as far as the procedure, our dental implants, let me see here, a painful procedure. Okay, so in this case, we're making sure that we have the right title here with the right keywords, the right URL string, okay, and we're providing some value or some education for the user, because they may be at a stage where they may be just researching. Because if they need like an emergency implant, they're going to be typing in different set of keywords, but we want to always, in any kind of sense, provide value to the end user, right? So this one here is going to be H2, and with this one I would go dental implants can cause implant procedure, can have some pain, although it is only temporary. Okay, just, you know, whatever content I have here, and then we want to have another topic down here for H3. I would take this. Okay. Let's find another kind of subtopic here. I want to find some questions in here. How much are dental implants? Is it a painful procedure? You want to think about questions that people may have. Okay, here we go. How long does a dental implant procedure take? Okay, so this is another question. You want to have some content under here. The dental implants can take anywhere between 3 to 5 hours. Okay, so I would set that up like that. Boom. And then I would have at the very top up here, I would actually even have an image, and I got an image here specifically for this post. Let's just double click on that. Actually, I need to move this, insert into page. We're good. It's weird how that's small like that. Okay, so that's the image there. And then also we want to add some keywords in here. So in the alt text, right here, Seattle dental implants. Move this. Remember, we want to try to make this as SEO optimized as possible. Typically, what happens is people that are going to be searching in Seattle, we have the keywords. Google's going to pull it up, the listing for them based on where their location is. But another thing we can add is adding let's say we had this particular address here that we wanted to add to the actual post there. We want to add typically like a map embed, but if we don't have like an actual business or whatever location, we can just add Seattle. But getting more specific, we can just literally add in, let's see here. So let's go to the map, go to directions. No, it's directions here. I want to try to embed this map. So I don't know if it has. Okay, so let me see if I can even try to go to maps and just even pull it up from there. Map is a good thing to have on there. Oh, there you go. Okay. So we want to go to share, and then we want to go embed a map. Okay. We can go to small. Doesn't need to be a big one. Go to copy, and then let's go back. I would come in here, and then I would go to text, add that in there. Boom. Okay. So now we have everything that we need here to have a nice post. Let's go down here now to the Yoast SEO, and let's make sure that we have the proper titles and everything set up here. So we're going to edit this, knock that out. The most affordable dental implants in Seattle. Okay, good. All right. Seattle dental implants, the URL string. Are you looking to get a dental implant? We are the best dental implant specialist in Seattle. Call us now at 123, right, for our first time implant special pricing. Something like that. Beautiful, right? So we have a good title here. Okay. We have the meta description here, which is telling people what exactly it is that this page is really about. And so the meta description is like that little snippet where it really gives people kind of an inside look at what the page is about, right? The title is what gets people to kind of want to look further, and it compels them to want to click, but it's also very important for the keywords to be in here as well. Now, whenever you're doing and you're looking for dental implants, as far as the keywords to rank for that, you want to make sure that you have dental implants in the first paragraph here. So how much are dental implants? So I would put dental implants cost can vary by dentist, from dentist to dentist, right? Something like that. Make sure that you have it in the very first paragraph. I would say typically within the first 3 sentences, because it's Google's coming in and landing on the page, right? And they don't have like physical people obviously coming on here. They have bots, and they come in here and they add. They come in here and they actually look at the website through bots, and they read like the H1, the content. They look for keywords, and they look to see, okay, what is this page about, right? and based off that relevance, they give you, the actual ranking. But and one of the things that I want to let people know is just because your page here is optimized for SEO and it has all the on-page factors and it looks good, I mean, that doesn't mean that your page is gonna get found on Google. This is one part of the equation, right? The other part is the off-page, the backlinks, right? The social signals, all the different elements that really get your page to become popular. One of the kind of ways I like to think about SEO is it's like a popularity contest. So the more like other websites, other platforms are talking about you, your brand, and that page, the higher that page is going to rank, because Google is going to see it as the most credible and authoritative source. Because if other sites that are credible, that are authoritative, are talking about this page, then Google's going to be like, okay, wow, this page seems to be fairly credible and authoritative. Let's push it up in the search engine for these keywords that this page is actually looking to rank for. Because I mean, it makes perfect sense here that we're trying to rank for dental implants in Seattle here, right? Seattle dental implants. So I would include some of those variations as well. I think the term is latent semantic indexing, LSI keywords. They're pretty much similar ones. So, for example, a dentist, dental, implants, maybe other, Invisalign, all those things are kind of related to the dentist, right? And Google's intelligent enough to know that. So let's take a look at this post here. I want to publish this real quick and just kind of look at the preview. Okay, so here we can actually take a look at this page here in pretty good detail. So we have the alt text Seattle dental implant. So this page, this image here has the keywords in there. Okay, and then we can look at this page here. Oh, excuse me, not this page, but this actual heading here. Let's go and let's look for this. Whoops. Go back. Let's go to inspect. So now we can make sure that we have the right H1. Go to H2. Scroll down here. Okay, so H1 right there, H2 right there, H3 right here, and that should be good. And then we have the map down here. So this is perfect. So this would be a good page here to have. That's weird. I don't know why that's double. That's a good setup here to have your for your SEO on page setup here. So making sure that you have the right title. Okay, look up here. Right, this is the URL, and it has Seattle dental implants, the right keywords. But making sure you have the right title, the right keywords in there, the right URL structure, H1, H2, H3, content under those, and then having a map embed of that city or even of that business, and that should be good enough for your on page. Remember, that's just the tip of the iceberg. In order for this page to rank on Google, you got to do the off page stuff, which is the backlinks, right? And the different popularity things you can do, such as opening up different social platforms, social sites that all connect and link back to this page.